Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show. Today we have Ashlyn Szilva. She's the Director of Social Media and Digital Marketing for the JS Group. After she achieved her doctorate in history with specialization in research analysis, Ashley taught as a professor of history, journalism, and photo history for 2.5 years. Then she joined the amazing team at the JS Group, founded by Janet Shens. The JS Group helps clients capitalize on changes in tech innovation, customer buying behavior, and evolving distribution and resale models. Ashlyn, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm pleased to be here.
I'm thrilled to have you on the show. Do I call you Ashlyn or Dr. Szilva?
Please, Ashlyn. I didn't even have my students call me doctor. I don't.
Okay, that's good.
It's a weird time to be called doctor, for sure.
You're so much younger than me, it would be weird to call you doctor. So Ashlyn. So anyway, you're the Director of Social Media and Digital Marketing for the JS Group. Describe your role, your objectives, and how you measure success.
So my role goes anywhere from creating social media content, researching social media trends, leveraging social selling. And that's the big one that I'm going to talk about a lot today. So I'm engaged, basically, if we want to prime line it, I am engaged with making the channel money. That is what I do. So social selling right now, due to COVID-19, is the only way to get decent leads and profitable leads. And my team creates the content and engagement to help make that happen for people in the channel.
That's great. And this as well as anybody, the industry is made up of the generation that might not understand the benefits of social media and digital marketing. How can you convince them that this should be an important part of their business development strategy?
Well, I'll say the pandemic certainly helped me in that venture, but there are statistics that also help as well. Social sellers achieve 76% higher sales leads and 3% more revenue than non-social sellers. So the numbers kind of speak for themselves, because this is where people are going to get their market research and finding the needs that they need to continue succeeding and having conversations within their networks. And when you see the results that we have seen within our comprehensive boot camps for social selling, it's really easy to convince people that this is the right path to take. The problem that I find sometimes is that there is a discomfort level with the platform of social media depending on certain generations. And I think our job is to get people comfortable, get them engaged in the connectivity that's going on, and we can just help them succeed from there.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I think there's an uncomfortableness about it, but there's also, I don't think people understand what happens in social selling. It's like, I remember the very first Top Gun show that I posted, the company I was with, somebody came up to me and said, I saw you just posted that interview. Have you gotten any orders yet? It's like, no, it doesn't quite work that way. So yeah, there's a lot of education that needs to be done. And short of just calling you up and hiring you, what tips do you share with sales partners in the telecom industry to help them stand out online or with social selling?
So I'm going to start with the top gun of social media sites, if I can, LinkedIn. So first, it is no longer the quasi-resume site that it may have been in its inception. It has evolved, and our goal at JS Group is to get you to evolve with it. So that can start from anywhere of changing your profile picture. When's the last time you even updated it? A lot of people are remote working right now. Your cover photo, do you even have one? Because this is becoming your office in a way. On social media, if you're stuck at home working, your LinkedIn is what people are seeing. You know what I mean? You Google your name, LinkedIn comes up first. So you really need to get over the whole quasi resume kind of thing that LinkedIn started as and evolve with it. And next is social selling. There's tons of articles and books and podcasts and radios and YouTube videos that you can watch to educate yourself on them. But I find that a lot of people aren't utilizing the material that's out there because, as we said before, it is overwhelming for some people, especially if it's not in their, in their generation. I will say, I don't like saying that, but I'll say that. So people become overwhelmed by the source materials out there, and I speak with a lot of them who find it difficult to revamp for today's market. But what I do for a living and what my team does for a living is we know the points, we know the triggers, we know how to optimize you in the opportunity within today's marketplace, which is a very different marketplace than it was 6 months ago. So I think, there are people out there that can help you. There are sites, there are sources, but if you really are still struggling with this gap of social media and social selling, feel free to contact us. We're always here to help.
Yeah, one thing's for sure, the cocktail lunches and lunch and learns are gone. So
Yes.
people do have to figure out a way to get that sales revenue increase, because no matter what company you're with, there's no relief on quota. You still have to hit numbers, and you got to figure it out. So I mean, I strongly support people reaching out to you directly or the JS group and finding out more information. I love what you guys do. You have such a great team. I think anybody should just go to jsgroup.com or whatever it is. Check you guys out. It's like the who's who in the industry. So,
Yeah, we are kicking booty for sure. We're doing a great thing with our clients, and everyone's happy, and the numbers are up. So we just want to keep them going up.
That's great. That's great. Well, Ashlyn, I know you're a big fan of the Top Gun show, and that there are millions and millions of people watching this right now. So why don't you share with the viewers a little known fact about yourself?
Can I do two?
Yes, you can.
Is that allowed? Okay, so
yes, doctor.
When we're talking about social selling, I want to do kind of a personal and a professional one. So the professional one is, you may be overwhelmed and you may be seeing these people online who are constantly posting and engaging, and you're seeing all this happening in front of you, and you're like, how are they doing this? How do they have time to do this? Well, you might know the secret now. JS Group is a big part of that. But my personal one is, I am training in lightsaber fighting. So I actually picked up Darth Maul's lightsaber and doing some dual saber fighting.
Now, where do you find people to fight you?
Well, my boyfriend and I live together, so, when he doesn't do the laundry, I get to, no, I'm just kidding. There are gyms all across the country pre-COVID who were doing it. There's actually Star Wars universities that you can go to that will teach you all the ways of the Jedi or Sith, and it's very fun.
Well, you've heard it here on the Top Gun Show. Ashlyn, thanks for being on the show today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
And thanks for watching, everybody.